Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of the second season of Honzuki no Gekokujou. And last episode, we have Mind starting to finally get to be the whole blue-robed priestess thing. And that's pretty cool, aside from some hostility that's kind of being directed towards her, and, including the high priest dude who's still very salty about things. And he kind of gave her some bad underlings, like two of them are basically problem children, and the other one is pretty loyal to the head priest, so he doesn't care much about mine. I mean, he'll probably obey as well as he can on the surface, being like, well, the head priest would do this better. We got a lot of that. So, yeah, as far as the two children go, though, one of them is just, he's Gilgamesh, he's rude, he's not very pleasant at all. And the other one was Delia, I think her name was, the cute one with the red hair. That's pretty, I mean, she's honest, at the very least, about what she wants, like being the high priest concubine, which surprised mine quite a bit, because mine still has that kind of modern day Japan mentality, so she can't really fully understand where someone's coming from in this world who's like a peasant orphan, and that's kind of the best they could ever possibly hope for. She doesn't quite get that. When you're born in a country with a lot of opportunity, it's kind of hard to understand that, I guess. But yeah, she has this group of people that she's now gonna have to try to herd like cats, basically. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I imagine she'll be pretty good friends with Delia. I mean, why wouldn't she be? So yeah, let's get into this and see how that goes. I'm sure it will be very smooth. So 3, 2, 1, play. And as usual, I have the subs up there because it always starts like that. I'm better than you, so back up, boy. Very rebellious, that's a good word for it. I'll just get rid of that now. Whew. Really do not like seeing people be mean to mine. It's just not okay. And one boy just needs a good spanking, honestly. Just looks so excited playing in the wind. We don't really see a lot of the underlings in the opening, like less than I thought we would. I mean, they're there, but... Blue robes and uncommon sense. Okay. Please do. Except for mine. Yeah, it's gonna be controversial. Yeah, the guy's an asshole. Who cares about him? Which I'm okay with. Yeah, he's a good guy. Very progressive. He's okay with it. Yeah, mine's got that. Maybe. But yeah, mine can handle anything you throw at her. As long as it's not physically exhausting. Mana dedication. That's not anything weird, is it? Because I know about Fate mana transferring. I've seen Fatelia, so... Yeah, I guess that's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, if she has excess mana, this is only can be a good thing, yeah. Is that a lot? Well, yeah, you pumped out a lot of that mana, so... There's literally less inside of you now. Yeah, that easy peasy. Oh god, memorizing stuff. But if it's reading, she's definitely up for it. Donation, I just donated mana. A great line. I get this is important, but I don't care. Yeah, there's the others. Can we just smack him? Well, you guys are being kind of rude. I don't know how you expect her to look at you. I really would love to see mine punish these two. Well, it's a fact regardless of how you feel about it, boy. Man, he is insufferable. Yeah, I see you as scum that just kind of follows me around. Yeah, like, I don't know what we're supposed to do with these three right now. Like, they're all three difficult in their own way. And here we go. We can leave all that unpleasantness behind and just gaze at these books. We finally reached paradise. It's been a long time coming, but we finally reached the end goal. It's a nice looking book. Only it was blue. Oh, it's like magic. It's so cool. These pages are moving down their own. It's been a while. I feel like half the show trying to make her own books, and now we're here. I mean, I can't read any of that, but I'm sure it's compelling stuff. Good thing she learned the language here. Do not bother me while I'm reading, boy. Boy, that's where she draws the line. Oh, yeah, you might want to back up. She might be pretty tolerant, but she has her own line. You don't cross it. I mean, you didn't see what happened to the High Priest before, but if you did, you'd know what happens when you piss off mine. She always looks pale. Why are you guys following me? Well, maybe we should be better retainers then. You just look so out of place in this group. Well, I really don't care about your suffering. In fact, I would gladly take more. Like me? Why me? Yeah. Okay. Not quite had sure how to take the way she said that. Yeah, Lutz is used to taking care of her. I mean, I know he's not like the official retainer, but he essentially, it's kind of what he is. Just not official. It's like an abandoned doggy. Just walked away. Yeah, she's gonna get some attention. Blue robe priestess just walking around. Especially when she's a foot tall. Zero gravity. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Of course it's a problem, mine. It draws a lot of attention. Yeah, you are very easy to kidnap, mine. I don't know why you don't get that. Somebody could just like grab you and just put in your shirt pocket and walk away. The fast changing scene. Yeah, let's not walk around wearing that anymore, mine. Especially without your retainers. Like, that was pretty foolish about how you look at it. They kind of suck as retainers. Like, you left them behind. They're like literally the worst. But this, it's not as if we can't build something here. Like, we could build up a relationship of trust, it would just take time. It just gonna have to start with mine. Common knowledge, gotta build that up. Mine, you wanna work on that too? Yeah, mine, I mean, are you putting in the same efforts? To be fair, you do have plenty to complain about. Yeah, you can't focus too much on the goal that you want. You gotta put some thought into your position and living up to that. Is this another problem? I guess so. Poor mine just keeps getting yelled at. But yeah, the lack of common knowledge, Well, he looks like a noble. And there's a carriage. Yosh. Oh, that was just weird. Well, yeah, if you act like a noble, people will respond in kind. Like how they should. Generally. Maybe not the problem children, but... Yeah, come on, please walk a bit slower. I have tiny legs and not a lot of stamina. It's adorable, but yeah, let's slow down a bit. Yeah, you should really pay more attention to your master's needs. It's kind of what being a retainer is all about. He really looks pretty good on that. He actually has putting something into him, it looks like. Neither did I, but cool, I guess. I mean, just hop in the air. I'll just, do this real quick, and there you go. I just love how tiny she is. So we are making some progress, at least on that front. Right? Hopefully nothing too hard. We were gonna fight like nobles. A loose cannon. It's need to know basis. That look on her face, though, says it all. Well, that should be good. Mine is literal perfection. uh, yeah. It's definitely true. Well, trying to take your books away. Oh? Yeah, she collapses a lot. Right, we're bringing that up. I think he's winning. Of course it is. Who else? Yeah, he remembers. He's not as good a position to help as Lutz is. But give it time, yeah. I'm sure eventually Fran will be a decent retainer. Yeah, that's just like the one weakness she has. She knows very little about such things. I want to tell him. Oh, that's why? Do a good job, Fran. It kind of looks like it, yeah. Maybe he just thought he was thrown away. His what? Wait, what was that? I'm not sure what that word was. My bad. I mean, I kind of guessed by context, but... I don't know. Because Mizu no Mega Mia, it's not like water goddess, but it must have a bit of a different meaning, considering context. Okay, that's that's kind of what I assumed. It's just a weird euphemism for that. Yeah, that's not a thing. Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to be a thing. I mean, in this world, yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but... downtown. Yeah, definitely not so much in her world. I'm a little bit worried, but sure. My master's good name. I don't know why I translated it differently in different parts. Getting into the serious stuff now. Oh, uppercut. Damn, well delivered. Oof. Down for the count. Didn't know she was in the boxing match. It kind of does, yeah. I mean, it's pretty clear, yeah. Yeah, we can walk as fast as we need to. Yeah, I mean, I would prefer to carry her as well, probably. Man, we are getting some good development for his character this episode. Yeah. uh. This kind of has two masters. It would be a privilege to be her retainer. And hopefully they're gonna figure that out. Nice. Yeah, this is a very important merchandise do not drop. She's just so tiny, though. So now we gotta work on the two problem children. Speaking of. Little dev, just screw you. And then there's Gilgamesh over there. Well, maybe if you were a bit nicer to her, she would care a bit more about what your problems you have. Just saying. A bit of an attitude adjustment might make life a little bit easier. It's shocking, I know. But for some reason, being an asshole just makes things more difficult. You know, that's why only the nobles can really get away with being an asshole. But you're not a noble, so you can't get away with it. So maybe you should stop. Just a bit of words of advice there. Similar reason why the big YouTubers generally are more assholes than the smaller ones, for similar reasons. Because they can afford to be. So. But I imagine his attitude will improve a little bit eventually. We got at least one retainer on mine's side, like fully, so we'll just have to keep working on it one at a time. But he was the easy one, to be fair, because Fran didn't like dislike mine or anything. He just resented her a little bit because he felt like he was thrown away. But now that that was resolved, you know, it's not really much of a problem anymore. But it is pretty easy to take them the wrong way, though. Just. Anything left? Needs. That's a lot longer in Japanese. a decent look in his eyes. Yeah, that's about what I put him at, like early to mid-20s. You're alone on that one, mine. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good thing to tell him. Very nice illustration. He's just in the back holding the books. Okay, that was the second episode of the second season of Honzuki no Gekokujou. And yeah, really good episode for sure. So, yeah, first thing we have really is, I mean, well, I think we had a little bit of recapping the very first thing. But, yeah, we have Mine, you know, kind of doing her priestly things, donating her mana, which is good because she has excess mana, so it's good that she clearly has a way to dispel that. So, yeah, this whole priestess thing does seem to be pretty good choice for her, even if there are kind of some difficulties that she does have to kind of work around or get used to or adapt better to. So, and yeah, we also had a scene where she's dealing with her retainers, and that's always just really frustrating for me to watch because I really don't like these people being assholes to Mine. It just doesn't, it's just not fun at all, you know, especially because, like, they're freaking the retainers. They're peasants. They're not in a position to be this like condescending asshole attitude. Like it just doesn't make sense for them to have it to me, really. But you know, we just because someone that's not as nice as Mine would definitely just beat that out of them. So I mean, what's her name? Delia. It's a bit of a special case because she's clearly like a bit of a spy for the high priest, so I get why she might be in a bit of a different position than, say, Gilgamesh. But Gilgamesh especially, the attitude confuses me why he would have that. I mean, I know it's probably only really a problem against Mine because, like they talked about in the episode, she's a commoner that was given the blue robe, so I guess that's all the reason he needs to feel like she's not worthy of respect or whatever. But even if you have those thoughts, the fact that she does have that level of authority granted to her is still a fact. Like, she can still punish you, however she needs to. Like, she's lucky for him, Mine's too nice of a person to do it, but yeah, that's otherwise, yeah. Yes, his attitude bothers me is kind of the gist of what I'm trying to say, so hopefully we can work on that at some point. See, and yeah, we definitely had a lot of Mine kind of lacking the sort of common sense of the whole noble church world, and a lot of awkwardness with that because she just walks around town wearing that fancy noble like blue robes with no carriage, no retainers behind her, just like it's no big deal. She's basically just begging to get kidnapped, and lucky for her, she didn't get kidnapped because she would be very, very easy to kidnap, like almost comically so. So if we could avoid that, like that'd be great. So we had some of that. And we had a nice little discussion between the head priest and Benno about various things. So that went fairly smoothly, I guess. I mean, not really a lot to say about this, I don't think. We're just kind of figuring things out. Like, the one thing, the priestess Fran, he finally learned what the deal with the whole thing is. Like, he wasn't just thrown away by the head priest because he was unwanted. He was given a special task because of the amount of respect the head priest has for him to be the right person to help guide Mine, who he obviously cares about quite a bit. So it's good that we were able to clear up that misunderstanding because that was pretty much the only real problem for why he resented her. And now that that's been kind of cleared up, there should be smooth sailing from here as far as their relationship going forward. Now, speaking of misunderstandings, there's also another one in regards... wow, my voice. Wow, what was that? In regards to Benno and Mine. Like, they had a term here, Mizu no Megami, like water goddess. I don't remember what the English word they used for that was. I didn't recognize it at all, so I'm not going to mention it. But yeah, apparently that was some kind of slangy term for like a mistress kind of thing, essentially. So apparently people kind of misunderstand that, but no, that's not a thing. Mine would never agree to that. Like, we kind of had a whole arc about her avoiding being latched to a noble for survival. Like, she worked really hard to prevent that from being her only option. Like, I don't think that would be a thing. So yeah, that was not a thing. So good thing we were able to clear that up as well, I guess. And yeah, we pretty much got everything settled, I think, here. Like, Delia is still clearly reporting to the High Priest. That's still a thing. I mean, it's not like there's a whole lot of harm with that, really, so far. Like, but there could be later. So, hopefully nothing too bad happens with that. Like, it's basically just a tattletale kind of situation, but as long as mine doesn't do anything too bad, that's not really an issue, but things do happen with mine, so you never know. I do kind of enjoy Gilgamesh going without food because I kind of hate him, and bad things happen to him makes me feel good. So, just little hungry asshole orphan boy, that's something to be happy about, right? But anyway, yeah, he might be the one we focus on next as far as getting along with him better. But who knows? It could be him or it could be Delia. We'll see. So, yeah, and also a little bit of fun with mine, like imagining the discussion as a boxing match and all that. Some little fun bits there. And I always enjoy kind of the mind shortness scenes, like when she's thinking about how to sit on the chair in a refined, noble way when she's a foot tall, just the struggle is real with some of those things. And I do just enjoy mine trying her best to act like a noble, like what she did when she first arrived at the entrance. It was so weird seeing mine like that, but she is kind of getting into that role, so she does need to kind of act a bit more like the part. So that is kind of what the theme of the episode was a little bit, was mine. She's always been so focused on the end goal, which was getting the books, but the role that she's bestowed kind of gotten herself into, she still needs to kind of have some respect for that, and really needs to be that, like she can't just, I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say, but basically she needs to focus on more than just the reward for the position she got, focus on the position itself as well and everything that entails. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. So I think we're also making some steps towards that. So yeah, good episode for sure. So we'll see how mine continues her quest to have a more amiable relationship with her retainers. So thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.